Hello everyone, it's me and I am back with a new video for you today. I'm going to pretty much be trying to do a little acrylic painting of Bunny from FNAF Freddy's. And this idea started because I found these little canvases at the Dollar Tree and I've been wanting to get more into painting recently, so I thought this could be an easy start. So I already had the idea of painting Bonnie from Final Freddy's, but of course in my own style. By the way, I put this white piece of paper in the background just so I don't stain more my desk because it's already looking very ugly and I'm kind of ashamed. I'll be honest with you. Anyways, leaving ugly backgrounds to the side, after getting the sketch that I liked, I pretty much just went over everything with light blue paint like you can see here. And as you can see in the corner over here, I only have the primary colors and white. So those are going to be the paints that I'm going to be using because I mean pretty much that's the only thing you need. If you have the primary colors and you know how to mix them, you pretty much can make any color you want. Like here for the base, I did like a very pale, dull purple. And for the face, I pretty much just mixed yellow and white till I got like this cream color. I mean, I guess I can call it a skin tone. That's what I was trying to go for. And with the same purple from before, I just mixed a bit of white, and as you can see here, I created an even more pale purple for the inside of the ears. And then I thought it could be a good idea to use that same purple in the yellow parts to try and create, I guess, some sort of shadows or something. Look, I am a very new person when it comes to acrylic paint. What I've been using more are acrylic paint markers, and at first I was going to use them for this, but no, I wanted to test myself. Yes, I wanted to actually try and use the paints and the brushes that I have to create a nice little painting. Like here you can see that I am adding more and more like this purplish, grayish color to the face just to add a bit more of like I guess dimension because I wanted to make this look not realistic, but I guess not as flat. No, if I wanted to try and make it look realistic, this would have taken me probably even a whole week. We just know I don't do realism like that. But anyways, back to the painting. Here I was actually very happy with what I was getting at, with all the colors mixing together and stuff. And then I added that horrible green to the ear. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, and here this is my first report about how the painting was going. As you can see here, half of the face, I guess, was done. It took me like, I don't know, 5 hours, I'm being honest with you, and I really liked it. I really liked it. One of my goals with this painting was that I did not want it to use like any outlines, like any black outlines at all. That was one of my other goals for this little painting. But I was going very slow. Like this little part of the video, it's so sped up just because I don't want to bore you with me painting one ear for like half an hour. But you know what people say, sometimes slow and steady is the best way to do something than just trying to rush into the results. Okay, here I think it's where you can see better what I meant by I didn't want to use any black outlines for this. Instead, just using, I guess, the shadows and the deeper colors to add the outlines instead. I think this little part took me like maybe 20 minutes. And here is where I forgot to make sure my phone was recording for this part. So I didn't have any footage of me painting more details into the face, but I quickly recovered from that, made sure my phone was recording this time, and went back into the face to add more details. Or more color, I guess? And while painting, I got this realization that this is the first time in a long, long time I had drawn anything Final Fantasy Freddy's related. Like back in 2016-17, I used to draw them all the time. In more specific, the original four. Oh my god, I remember I had a bunch of drawings just of Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, Foxy on like one of those paper folders. And like, oh no! Just thinking about it makes me cringe. Like, this is literally one of those moments where you're like, I've been there since the beginning, you know? Because I was. I've been there since the first game. I was there when people were saying that Foxy was the good guy. When people said that there was a purple guy animatronic in Final Fantasy Freddy's 2. When the very first rumors of a Final Fantasy Freddy's movie coming out started. Oh god, I'm old. But yes, I've been there from the beginning of everything. And yes, I went to see both movies at the theater the day they came out. Do I like the movies? Yeah, I like them. It's not 100% with the games, you know. The movies are their own thing, and I mean, that's fun. It's just a nice thing that an actual Final Fantasy movie happened. By the way, who are your favorite animatronics? For me are Classic Bonnie and Classic Freddy, Wither Bonnie, and Nightmare Bonnie and Nightmare Foxy. Although, funny thing is that I have never owned any Final Freddy's merch. You know, like everybody knows Funko, the Funko plushies, the Funko action figures. I have never owned any of them. I do remember owning this like blanket with all the classic animatronics, and oh god, I had this blue shirt, okay, with pixel art of the animatronics, and like I remember loving that shirt so much, but like the pixel art was kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie. But I remember I wore that shirt till the little images started getting all cracked and peeling off. But yeah, it was a very loved shirt. Well, leaving that little Fantasy Freddy's rambling to the side, this is pretty much done. Here I'm giving the camera a little close up. I was very happy that I didn't have to use a black outline for this. And the only thing that I had to do now was to paint the background black. But that's when I realized that I didn't have any black paint anymore, so I just pulled out my black acrylic paint marker and finished the painting. Alright, and this is the end result of my little bunny painting. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think? Did you like it? Do you have any tips for me for the next time I paint? Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more of my art, my Instagram is down below. Subscribe if you want to see more from me. But anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!